Hey all, Biscuits here. Welcome to the second part of the making of my artistic render. And in the first part, I set up a scene in Daz Studio and I've rendered that result out. And what I'm going to do now is postwork the heck out of it. And it's going to be a lot. So the first thing I'm going to do is duplicate this layer, and that is the edit, and so we have a before and after. I like to do when I start post working is first to check for mistakes. And I like to do that on 100%. And then I'm just going to check the entire render for weird things that I can fix. For example, this I find a weird thing. I don't know what's the reason for that, but an elbow on an elbow is weird. So that we need to get rid of. And then do I find more weird things? This I need to get rid of as well. And those two things, I think. Yes. Those two things I'm going to eliminate. Let me zoom in real quick. I'm going to do this one first. And I'm going to use the artificial intelligence of Photoshop for it. So with the lasso tool, I make a selection with a feather of 3 pixels. And then I go to Edit, Content Aware Fill. And on default, it did a pretty nice job. But the way this works is that it gets its inspiration of the everything what's in the green field, and so I cannot use things which are next to the leg. So I don't want these. So I'm gonna remove that. And this is too dark. Okay, I take it. And the output to a new layer, that's fine. So I apply it and that looks good. And then I have, let me deselect. Then I have a separate thing on top of it. Let me take a quick look how that looks at 100% on fit on the screen. Yes, that is doable. And then we move to the double elbow, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. Edit, content aware fill. I'm not very pleased with it. And this one. This is not getting any better, is it? It isn't. So when we did this, it was better? This is really weird. Let me eliminate some red. And that's the wrong one. I might make the brush a little bit larger. Is this better? If it's not perfect, we need to do it again. We put it on the current layer. And we see if that, yes, I can do it again, because it's not perfect. It's kind of a hit or miss, the intelligence. And if it's really bad, then you can also always do it manually. But look at that result. Look at that result. Is that better? New layer. Apply. Okay. Okay. And this was that. This was that. Well, I just leave it. I'm not going to do this half an hour, and it looks fine from afar. It looks fine. Now I'm going to merge all the layers in one. Yes, and make a duplicate. And then I like to make a dodge layer. Make a new layer, and I put the mode on soft light and check this box. Fill with soft light neutral color 50% gray. And oh, I forgot to name it. Dodge. And we use that same for the burn as well. So we have a dodge and a burn. Like that. Now I'm going to do the dodge layer first. I select my brush and I That's a good flow. I'm going to lighten some things up. That is black. That needs to be white, obviously, and maybe I need less flow. Like that. Some very elementary lighting. Going to do, and then I make the brush a little bit smaller, not that small, and we light the bobies a bit. Okay. I light the tip of the hair a bit. Oh, that was too much. And then we are going to look at it and blur it. So I dodge first the large parts. So that is before, after. Okay. And then I'm going to do the detailed work. Press B a little more. I need a lot less flow, 2%. And then I'm gonna light the eyebrow bone a bit. I need more flow. Give me some more flow. Okay. So basically what I'm doing in the face is what you do with actual makeup. Highlight the cupid bow a little bit. Highlight the inner corner of the eyes. Highlight maybe some dark patches. And what I always like to do is do that lighting on the nose. And look how that looks. I like it. I like it. And then we continue on to the hands. Brush. And then I like to do the knuckles. Basically, what you are doing is making more contrast in the parts what you like. And I like it this way. This gives me more control as opposed to this one. You have the dodge tool, burn tool, sponge tool, but this is more, I have more control over it, more influence. And if I mess things up, I just take a mid-gray brush and I brush it away, like it's sort of a eraser. Do we need a little bit that bit more highlights. I have the wrong tool. Yes, that was the wrong tool. That is too much flow. Like that. Yes. I need a bit of lighting here, a bit here. I'm going to do the eyes. The eyes, I forgot the eyes. I like to do a little bit lighter on the bottom side. Make the highlights a bit more bright. Okay, that will do. Then we go. Oh no, I need to do the hair, of course. Not a lot. Very low flow. Just enhance some locks. Be too much, yes. Yeah, just a tad. And then we're going to do the burn, and we need a black brush for that. We're going to do a little bit of shadowing for some more depth. Yeah, that looks fine. Gonna make the back here slightly darker. Just ever so slightly. And then what I always like to do is enhance the eyebrows a bit. Eyebrows are so important in the face. They give expression and darkening up the lashes a bit. And I took a makeup in Daz Studio with this eyeliner, darkening up the top part of the eyes. Is this working? Yes, it is working. And then I do the nostrils a little bit darker. And the mouth corners. I really like to do this with some patience, because it's doing so much for an image. It's adding so much depth, and I know not everyone is pro Postwork, but I really find that it's enhancing your image greatly. Like that. And then we go in for the rest of the image. Let's do the more bigger parts. I'm going to make a new burn layer for the body, because I want to that one because I want to Gaussian blur the hell out of it. So I'm gonna make a burn to burn big, like that. And my flow is at 1%. I want to make the pants a lot darker. Is this working? Yes. A bit more. Yes. Just enhancing the shadows. I found a dial for squashing the breasts, so I didn't have to go to ZBrush. So that is convenient. Taking care of all the edges. A little bit more shadow under the pillows. A bit more there. And that was too much. That was so too much. All layers. Current layer. Bit more. Oh, that were the breasts. Okay. Yes. Then I need black again. Black. And a bit of a Gaussian blur. Yes, that's fine. Shift Control S to save the edited version. Now, so I have the let me just merge it all on the new layer, and I take those out, and then you can see this is before, this is after. So I'm gonna make a copy of that layer, and what I'm going to do then is a really fun part for me. I'm going to do the color part, and I need a brush. This one I like to make my own Photoshop brushes. I have a pack on the Daz Store with alphas and brushes, and I also have a lot of Photoshop brushes on my Patreon page. I link them up. What I like to do with this color layer is give a bit of, what is my flow? 14. Okay. give a bit of color to everything. Hold on. Also needs to be soft light along the edge of the hair. Gonna take an orange to put on the pillows. Doesn't have to be precise. And I'm going to pick up this color. Wait. On layers. This color. And I make it a light green. Brush. A little bit more flow. Just that it's not an even color. I like to have it more interesting. Like that. Can we put some bright pink somewhere? Because we always want some bright pink somewhere. Like that, and then we blur it. That is my favorite filter, Gaussian blur. And this is no blur. Needs a little bit of heavy blur, maybe more. Yes, that's nice. That's just giving it a little bit of more dynamic coloring. I really like that. And then I make a different layer for the makeup, because we're going to color the face very as well. We need some blush. Okay. Can I zoom in just a tad? That is the blush, and then I need a nice brown. Like that. And then we do a little bit of under eye. Okay, now we're doing the lips. Some darker on the inside. And maybe some orange. Let's do. So you just do a pointillism on the on everything. And then I need a white. I need more white on the inside. And then we going to blur it up again. Maybe 3. No. 4. Maybe 5. 5 is good. 5 is good. And then of course we don't need the whole opacity. We just want a tad. So it's not much, but it's enough for what I'm aiming for. And if it's not enough, you can always increase it later because it's a separate layer after all. So I'm going to save my work and take a break, do some exercise, and then I get back to you. I'm going to merge all the layers together, duplicate it again, and then I'm going to up here and use Filter Forge to do a couple of filters on top of this. This looks good. And I don't need that all of it. About 60%. That's too much. 50%. You see the contrast is a lot better then. And what I normally do is throw a couple of filters on top of each other. Let me check what I need. I do not use the filters on the entire opacity. Yes, I like this. Light bloom. Apply. But I do not want it everywhere. So I'm going to put it in a layer mask. Set it to white. I want it around the hair, a halo around the hair. Let's increase my flow a bit much. All of it. Oh, I should have done this. Yes, that will do. And then we do one more. Now I can do that better by hand. Never mind that one. Soft glow. The size needs to be a little less. Oh no. No, I get a blown out arm that way. Do we need vibrance? Oh god, no. Okay, I leave that as it is. And what I do, I copy this color layer. And put it on top of that. That is, of course, a little bit much. Take another color layer. And I set it to soft light as well. here a little bit more definition. Like that. We blur it out again. Turn the opacity a bit down. Just to light it a tiny bit. Vignetting, like along the border. Gaussian blur. That was the wrong one. That's blurred. Okay. Then we make a merge again and a duplicate again. And then we blur everything. That's that much. And then we make a layer mask. Wait, I had it the wrong way. Like that. And then for the last layer, or maybe the last layer, I set the stroke on white, which I give an outer glow. Yes, this looks good. And I think I recycle a couple of layers. I'm gonna recycle the makeup layer. Take it higher up, under the border. This is the full opacity. Let me remove the ends. And I might add another color layer on soft light. Maybe yellow. Overlay. Like so. And then we use all the layers again. And then we're going to use a more artistic layer on it. Creative. I need to hide. This is not right. Need to hide that one. Let's try that again. So this layer we are going to use as sort of a texturing overlay. Let me check which layer mode is the most suited. I think it's either overlay or soft light. And soft light it is. We don't need it all. We just need a little more like this. 50%. And we scale it down. And we put it here. I show you the before and after. And as you can see, it's quite a difference. I know not every renderer likes to do postwork, especially not on the intense level I like to do it. But a little dodge and burn can come a long way. And I admit my Skittles Taste the Rainbow technique is not subtle. If you want to see more of my workflow or are curious what other things I'm up to, subscribe and ring that bell so you will get notified. And thank you for watching and make it a great day.